Hi, this is Matt O'Leary, and this is part 2 of what I'm listening to for May 2015. Definitely check out the first part for 7 great groups that I recommend. I'm going to go through and recommend another 7 to 8 groups, as well as give my biggest disappointment as far as album goes, at the end of this video. For this video I'm going to try to put the name of the artist, the song title that I recommend, and the album that it's from in the section below. So I'm going to start like I usually do with some quintessential rock music. This is the band straight out of Mississippi, Young Buffalo, and the song Man in Your Dreams from their second album, House. This intro drowns you in fuzzy synths before breaking into feel-good psychedelic bliss. I love the sincere underdog story told throughout this entire song. I'm not the man of your dreams, I'm just some man in your dreams. With fantastic vocal harmony layers, a peppy bass line, and an anthemic chorus with a Beatles "I Saw Her Standing There" beat. Can't really go wrong. This band also did a great cover of Hang On To Your Ego from the fantastic and iconic album Pet Sounds from the Beach Boys. This song, they didn't really do too much with it to change it up, but they really shouldn't because it's such a fantastic song on its own. So I feel like the next guy's name is a lot like Michael Ackerfeld from Opeth, where I want to say Mikal because of this way it's spelled. It's actually M-I-K-A-L, but I think it's just Michael Cronin and his song Say from his new album MCIII. With horns ablazing and a really pretty vocal melody, this is just a really good song, and that's really all I have to say. Now for something a little weirder, it's the song Pilot Her from the album Home of the Newly Departed, Knifeworld. This is a British alt-rock band with some really progressive songwriting that uses a ton of different instruments, including your regular heavy chugging guitars and even a gong in this song, and some bizarre brass combinations. The vocalist here reminds me of Serj Tankian from System of a Down or Les Claypool from Primus, and the lyrics are comparable in quirkiness to an Andrew Jackson Jihad song. There are some really warm and cozy bass guitar tones, and some of the higher register stuff that he plays almost has a bell-like quality. Next we have a Candy Rat artist, the same label as one of my favorite groups, The Reign of Kindo. This is the acoustic guitarist Spencer Elliott with his first album, Some Forgotten Color, the song Carousel. This is a must-listen for fans of Andy McKee or the like. I don't know much about the acoustic guitar as a genre, but I am really captivated by this guy's rhythmic consistency, also his use of harmonics, and his use of complex themes to kind of guide the listener through the song's emotion. Next is a killer jazz album that everyone's talking about and I had to get to eventually. It is the song Final Thoughts from Kamasi, Washington's The Epic. This album is 3 hours long. That's about 3 albums in length and hopefully 6 sides of vinyl. Instrumentation and production is actually not where this album improves on its predecessors, iconic works such as Coltrane's A Love Supreme. But the technique of the playing, from the percussionist to Kamasi, is just out of this world. It's so fresh and so textured and completely uncompromising. You're not going to get to the epic all at once just because of its great length, but I urge you to take it into thirds and listen to each disc one at a time, and really give this music what it deserves. These are outstanding performances from everyone across the board, so give it an active listen. To end this video, I have 2 bands with some obvious 80s influence. First is Public Access TV, and this is really just a stellar opening self-titled EP from them. Definitely check out the song All We Want. This song really encapsulates their fun 80s vibe mixed with a Strokes-like sound. More like the Strokes' newer stuff, like especially the album Angles. Also, this vocalist has a spot-on resemblance to another up-and-coming rock band's Mini Mansions. Definitely check Mini Mansions' newest album, The Great Pretenders, out. They actually collaborated with the great Brian Wilson and also Alex Turner from the Arctic Monkeys on one of the songs here. Got that Vertigo single. Last but not least is one of my top 3 albums from the month. It's English Graffiti from the punk band The Vaccines. This album just has flawless production, and since it's so poppy, you don't really notice all the little minor details thrown into these songs. Enjoy the shredding, Eastern-sounding guitar lick on 2020, topping off the sugary confection in style. So that's all my favorite music from one of the best months of the year. Definitely check out part 1, and thank you so much for watching.